Here's a story time on what happened that night. I got woken up out of my sleep around 4 o'clock in the morning because I heard a strange sound. It was like a banging noise. I kind of just froze in my bed because usually when I hear a noise, I just freeze and wait for the sound to go away. But something told me, like, instead of just going back to sleep, just stay up. That's when shortly after I heard my door opening. At this point, I'm just staring at the door because I'm confused on to who is opening my door at 4 o'clock in the morning. Also, keep in mind, my roommate did invite that person over, so that was her guest. We're gonna call the person Potato. So Potato is at my door, and he's like, I was just looking for some water. I said, okay, well, get out of my room. He was like, but can I come lay with you? And I was like, no, you can't come lay with me. Like, why you can't go back into my roommate's room and go lay with her? He's like, oh, she sleeps, so can I come chill with you? And we had that back and forth dialogue of, can he come lay in my bed? And me saying, no, get out. Maybe over the span of 2 minutes, but that's 2 minutes too long. Then something told me to check my phone, and I went to Instagram mid-conversation, and I seen that he had texted me. At 4:47 a.m., he texted me, what you want? And then at 4:49 a.m., he had called me. I was not aware that he had texted me until he got into my room. Mind you, I was sleeping, so I would not hear any notification or anything. That's when I said out loud, oh, so you texted me. In my head, I'm thinking, so this is like premeditated, like you weren't ever looking for no water. I said, oh, you texted me, so let me take a screenshot just in case you tried to delete them. Because at that point, it's like, I'm definitely telling my roommate and definitely showing my roommate that you just came in my room. At that point, that's when he completely submerged his body into my room. He came charging at me to get my phone out of my hand, I guess to try to delete the screenshot out of my phone. But my phone is locked at this point, and he sees that I'm not letting up, so he gives up. But I noticed that he has no clothes on. The only thing he has on is some underwear and some long socks. He did have on a muscle t-shirt as well. But to me, that's no clothes on. You don't got no clothes on. Where's your clothes? I sit up in my bed trying to process what just happened. And at this point, he is now on both of his knees in front of me. At this point, he is now holding my wrist to try to keep me from leaving. That's when I was like, let my arms go, get off your knees, and get out of my room. Clearly, he wasn't taking no for an answer or leave for an answer. So I tried to completely get up, like put my feet on the ground and walk out. And then that's when he gets up off his knees and he bear hugs me from behind. So now we're like switched. Now he's on the bed. Now I'm off of the bed. I truly felt frightened out of my mind, and I was calling for my roommate's name. And then that's when he put his hand over my mouth and thought that was okay. That's when, after he took his hand off of my mouth and told me, shh, you don't have to do all of that, I said, Potato, either you leave and you might be okay, or I leave and it's going to be a problem. And then that's when he actually left. Like, I didn't think the ultimatum was going to work, but only because I know that, you know, he doesn't take no for an answer, but thank God that he did. At this point, he's just standing outside my doorway between my door and my roommate's door. And I'm thinking in my head, like, should I just close the door? Should I actually go wake up my roommate because she still hasn't gotten up? So I make a run for her door. And then that's when he grabbed my left arm as I was reaching for her door handle with my right hand. I yanked my arm and I was able to get away, and I went into her room to try to wake her up. But she did not wake up. And he ended up crawling back into her bed. And this is like truly like mentally disturbing to me, even still thinking about it to this day. That's when he cuddled next to her body and he was petting her head with the biggest grin on his face. I said, OMG. In my head, I was thinking, I know my roommate is a heavy sleeper, so I'm not going to win this battle. Let me just go back in my room and call for help. Because he was not going to stay in my house. I did not feel comfortable. Even if I locked my door and went back to sleep, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep knowing that he's in my house. So I called the campus police, and they ended up showing up in the span of 20 minutes with 3 police officers. They had asked me, was he asleep? I said, no, he shouldn't be asleep because this just happened not too long ago. And so they knocked on her door, told him to come out. He didn't answer the door. They called for him again, knocked on the door again. He didn't answer. It took 2 police officers to bang on her door for him to finally come out. Mind you, roommate still asleep even through the whole commotion. That's when he came out acting sleepy, rubbing his eyes, and I also noticed that he has his pants on now. They asked him why didn't he open the door when they were knocking on it the first time. So after that, they escorted him out, and I made my police report. The police asked if I wanted to press charges. I said yes. After I made my police report and they left, I checked my Instagram again and realized he texted me. He texted me again. He texted me at 5:01 a.m. Mind you, I just got him out of my room. He is laying back in the bed with my roommate, and he texts me, let me come chill with you for a little bit. I'm not sleepy right now. I went to Title IX, and they did not further the investigation because he does not go here. The police has not reached out to me. I contacted them, and they said they would call me back. They never did. And I would just like to wrap up this part of the video just to thank everybody that's been in support of me and showing love and sharing y'all stories as well. I really appreciate y'all and the community that's standing behind me with this.
Yo, it's your boy Scooty. Welcome back to another episode of NBH TV, Natural Born Hustler TV. And today, this is a serious matter, man, because I got 3 daughters, and I couldn't even imagine one of my baby girls going through that. I done sent you off. I done worked hard. I done did my best in life to try to get you away from creeps and poverty just for you to go to college. And your roommate, being a girl, she didn't let a man come into the college room where he don't even go to and basically SA you. Man, bro, I don't know what I'd do in this situation, to be honest, and my heart do go out to this young lady because I couldn't imagine, man, if this was my daughter, I'd probably be locked up somewhere. And, you know what I'm saying, and this is just one of the fears that a father face when it comes to having a daughter, because it's like, what if this would have went totally left? Like, luckily she know how to slither her way out of it. She ain't try to meet aggression with aggression. She used a little finesse, and that's all you can really do, ask of your daughter. But what if he would have really took it all the way to, then what? Man, my heart be with her. I'm going to leave her page in the description. Make sure y'all go and check out. I really ain't got too much to say for this one, man. I just want to bring this to y'all attention just to let y'all know that get some control over y'all sons before y'all don't have none. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know your son know that to have D-discipline is okay. You already got a girl in there, brother. chill. Now, if she was giving you them vibes and flirtation vibes, which you can obviously tell she wasn't into the guy at all, then that's different. But even then, you can't force yourself upon a woman. No means no, brother. And this is what started R. Kelly's and people who, and this is what started R. Kelly's and people who don't have no type of D discipline, who feel like they could just take it and manipulate women. He sent that text message after the report to try to make it seem like, yeah, we just cool. She need to call the real police on his ass because that's not cool. He bogus, and I hope that he get everything that he got coming to him. But it's your boy Schoolie, man. Until we meet again, my friend, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm out.